My name is Tamika Wilson-Byrd, and I am a senior analyst at Campbell's Soup.
Okay, cool. And look, we can hear them babies in the back, right?
Yeah, you can hear them.
But that's how mamas do it, right? We gotta do a
We
little
got
bit
to
of
do
this,
all of it.
a little bit of that, right? All at the same time. All right. So first question is, what brought you to this course?
Okay, so being transparent, what actually brought me to the course is um, I don't want all of my income coming from one place, which is from my work. After going through COVID and seeing what has happened to other families, you then realize that any given moment that could be you. And
Yeah.
when you have other people to support, when you have babies, you don't want to be in that situation.
Yeah.
So now we have to take preventive measures so that you're not in that situation. And that's when I sought out other ways to bring in other income without using my time. So passive income to help support the family.
Makes sense. I mean, this is just such a trying time for so many families, right? And what I love about the stock market is I love so many things about it. I do like the fact that you can make money passively. I like the fact that, like surprisingly, a lot of people would think during this time the stock market is doing bad, right? Everyone thinks that we're going back into hiding again, right? Quarantine, can't come out. But the stock market is having some of like the best months right now. And I like the fact that it has a way for you to make money even through tough times. What advice would you give someone to get the most out of the course?
You got to read over the stuff. You need to come up with questions. Read the slides before you meet with you. So that way when you're talking about something, it doesn't seem like some foreign entity that you never heard of. Simply just go over the slides before you meet. I mean, you're paying for it,
right?
And it's not, a $50 course. It's a pretty pricey course. So you want to get everything you can out of it, especially because you're so knowledgeable. So if you're talking to someone who has the information, get the information from them. It's simple math, so that's what I would definitely recommend to anyone taking a course.
I can always tell, like, I'll be like, okay, how do you do this? How do you do that? Because I ask questions and I was like, I love you because I can just tell that you're taking it serious, right? And a lot of times we pay for things and we don't always take it serious, and we pay for it. We know it costs a lot, but we don't do, what we were supposed to do, but not you.
For me, the aha moment is a bit general, but I'll explain that the aha moment for me was, oh my gosh, I do not have to pay somebody $1 million to do this for me.
Yeah.
I used to save up for that. Like I've visited brokerages and spoke to people who can do the investment for you and calculate the expense ratio, how much they're going to take out of your investment to pay them. And I've had interviews with firms, and I was just like, I don't want to pay that. Over X amount of time, once you look at the money that you're paying them, that money can stay in your account. Or pay for 1 year of your kid's college. Over that amount of time. So I said, it got to be a better way to do this. And I couldn't believe we found the better way, which is educate yourself.
Yes.
And be around a bunch of other people who know. I like being around people who know more than me. That's just me, because you learn more. You strive more. If you're around a bunch of people who know less than you or equal to you, how much farther you want to go, right?
Yeah.
So I went into your group a couple Fridays ago, and everybody on there been with you already. So I learned a lot. So that's what I want to keep going for, is being around people who know more than I do. So eventually I might be able to help them one day as well. But that was my aha moment.
Okay, so now that was going to be your last question, but now I have to ask you, something else. Because that was like really one of the reasons I created the course, because I wanted people to know that if you want to, you can do this on your own. You just need to learn some things. It is some things to learn, but you can learn it. It's not like you got to be savvy or anything like that. You just got to take the time to learn it. You have to want to take the time to learn it. And a lot of times people won't make the time to learn it, but it's very important. So
it's very important.
I created this course for what you just said, because for those of you people that are out there that are like me, that are like you, that says, I want to know how to do this on my own. I want to know how to figure this out. So my question for you is, because this is not something extremely new to you. You've been interviewing, you've been looking. Have you found other people or other programs that were willing to teach you, or were you trying to pick between me and some other things? Or was this the first time you kind of said, oh, there's someone willing to kind of teach you this kind of information? How did you do with the search of trying to find someone to kind of break down this kind of information?
It didn't go well. Either they weren't attentive to the actual need. You know, they explained it to the point where you just couldn't understand it unless you had like a finance background. Or it was over a very long period of time. So 9 months, a year, something like that, right?
Okay.
Or the price, you know, was the equivalent to like an associate degree or something, or a certification. And being transparent, they weren't relatable. So when you see someone that kind of looks like you, and resembles what's going on sort of kind of in the world, it makes you to think that whatever they're going to teach you is exactly what you need to know, because they understand whatever your hurdles are, whatever your issues are, or whatever your goals are, they get it.
Yeah.
And the firms that I spoke to, they didn't get it.
Yeah.
And mostly I'm speaking to men. Men definitely don't get it, what women have to deal with.
Yeah.
You know, we have to do things to the 18th power to get to the same place they get to. And we got to carry kids with us. They don't get it. So to have someone that can relate to that was, to me, the most important thing.
Yeah. So well, now I feel like I want to ask you one more last.
I'm here.
One more thing. So how do you feel now? Like, you've taken it, you know, you've paid for the course, we've gone through everything. Do you feel like, you know, you got what you paid for? Do you feel like it was right on target? How do you feel now that you've taken it? Did you learn what you thought you were going to learn?
I learned more than what I thought I was going to learn. I would have paid double for because this is invaluable. Like, this is going to set my entire family up.
Yeah.
You know, and even my husband, I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to look at your 401. I can't wait. Let's see what you did. Let's see what you got in your 401.
Right.
You know?
Yes. Let me get
His has more than mine does, because he hasn't switched out like I did. So I can't wait to see. And he's like, let me know you're ready, you know, because he's like, you take this stuff over. I don't even want to deal with it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be so awesome, especially to give this foundation to the kids, especially since they're so young. Yeah. You know, that this is just awesome. I'm even looking into my mom's stuff. My mom has all this money just sitting, and I didn't realize that we can take it and actually do something with it for the short period of time before she retires. Yeah. So I'm excited. This is the things that this is going to do for my family is amazing. So I'm super excited. I got everything I needed plus more, and it's awesome. So I thank you for that. I thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You know, I mean, we had some fun. I tried to make it interesting and fun and just, you know, have a good time, because, I mean, learning investing, I mean, there's parts to it that you're trying to just remember everything, but then there's parts that are the fun parts when it comes to it as well. So I enjoyed you so much. You are,
thank you.
I want to say, like, last month I had a girlfriend on, well, not a girlfriend, but I call them girlfriends, my girlfriend on. And she was like, all right, you my new BFF. And I always have somebody every single month. I'm like, I vibe with you. I just like you.
When COVID is over and you come to Philly, we have to do dinner.
Yes.
I'll take you to one of the great restaurants here. You got to come. When this is all over.
As soon as we get off punishment.
Yes. But we on some serious punishment at this point.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much.